Algren blew his whistle for exactly the sort of people taken in yesterday by the subprime mortgage scam that has today put them out on the street. The sort of people who put their lives on hold or hoped to find the American dream by joining the military to fight and to sweat and sometimes to die in Afghanistan and Iraq, and possibly to return home damaged. The sort of people victimized by NAFTA and Walmart, the World Trade Organization, globalization, and the conviction that national health care is the slippery slope to the bugaboo of socialism. The people who live, as Algren would have put it, behind the billboards and down the tin-can alleys of America, the marginalized and ignored, the outcasts and scapegoats, the punks and junkies, the whores and down-on-their-luck gamblers, the punch-drunk boxers and skid-row drunkies, and kids who know they will never reach the age of 21. All of them admirable in Algren's eyes for their vitality and no-bullshit forthrightness, their insistence on living, and their ability to find a laugh and a dream in the unlikeliest places. As Algren wrote in Nonconformity, his personal State of the Union message finished in the early 1950s, but unpublished until 7 stories published it in 1996, the FBI having successfully pressured his then-publisher Doubleday to kill the project. From the coolest zoot-suit cat getting leaping drunk on straight gin to the gentlest suburban matron getting discreetly tipsy on Alexander's, the feeling is that of having too much of something not really needed, and nothing at all of something needed desperately. They both want to live, and neither knows how. The solution for those Americans at the bottom of the socio-economic pile was that, lacking means, they lived as they could, as much as they could, whenever they could, and to hell with what polite people considered proper, to hell, whenever one could get away with it, with the rules the polite people made and hired the cops to enforce. For those in the middle and at the top, the solution was otherwise: hypocrisy, complicity in wrongdoing and suffering, indifference, willful ignorance, and complacency, all of which left the nice people living lives of conformity, stifled desires, and little self-awareness. For someone playing a tin whistle, Algren got a lot of music out of it, sometimes shrill, sometimes hauntingly beautiful. If that music has a message, and it does, it is captured in part in the epigraph Algren chose for the man with the golden arm, from the Russian novelist Alexander Kuprin. Do you understand, gentlemen, that all the horror is in just this, that there is no horror? To which the counter-theme is that voiced by the defrocked preacher being grilled by man's police captain, record-head Bender. We are all members of one another. When the novel's jailed Sparrow Saltskin hears a girl cry out as she is being brought in, "Ain't anyone on my side?" Sparrow can only answer silently, "Nobody, sister, not a soul," for he knew not one man on the side of men. Yet, as every piece included in this volume testifies, Algren saw writers generally, and himself in particular, as being one with those who don't otherwise have defenders. Quoting again from Nonconformity, here invoking Joseph Conrad, "A novelist who would think himself of a superior essence to other men would miss the first condition of his calling," Conrad tells us. But Algren's no-bullshit toughness was tender as well as tough, full-hearted in a fundamental way reminiscent of Christ's second great commandment, to love thy neighbor as thyself. Algren titled his 1963 collection of travel writings with a question: who lost an American? One answer, of course, is that all of us have lost countless Americans in countless ways. We have lost the American Carl Schurz, who affirmed on the floor of the U.S. Senate in 1872, to deafening applause from the galleries, "My country, right or wrong, if right, to be kept right, and if wrong, to be set right." We have lost the American anarchist Adolf Fischer, executed following Chicago's Haymarket.